A funny thing about getting older is that your eyesight starts getting weaker, but your ability to see through people's bullshit gets much better.
Never pick the easy road, ever in your life. That is the one road that is doomed. It is doomed. If you want something like 6-minute abs, all these different things, people want it so fast. You may achieve what you wanted, but you want the permanent fix. The permanent fix comes from the hard road. The hard road gives you permanent results. The easy road gives you the quick fix. You will go back to where you started on the easy route. That hard route is so permanent that it ends up callousing you everywhere.
Get in the car, get to the gym, get there, and as I'm walking onto the court, who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. So I worked out for a good hour and a half. And when I came off, after I was done, I sat down, and of course I still hear the ball bouncing. I look down, I'm like, this guy's still working out. So he was working out, like, it looks like he was in a dead sweat when I got here, and he's still going. And it's not like his moves are nonchalant, lazy. He's doing like game moves, you know? I sit there and I unlace my shoes. I'm like, I want to see how long this goes. So I sit out there and watch another 25 minutes. And he got done. That game, he drops 40 on us. Okay, so after the game, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
Rule number 37. People will come back into your life after they get disappointed by the people who they thought were better than you. Hey you, if you're going through hell, keep fucking going! Why would you stop there? I believe in you. Never show your emotions when others get angry or frustrated with you. Stay cool and collected. Being quiet doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're in control. When they see they can't rile you up, they'll lose their power. Want to be a master manipulator? Join us and be part of our community.
Your physique is a physical manifestation of your mind. You can't buy a physique. You can't make anyone do the work for you. You can't shortcut the process. The effort you put in, the sacrifices you make, they're all there, sculpted in muscle. It's a testament to your discipline. Every rep, every sweat drop echoes your mental strength. So get up and go gym.
You know what? Fuck that. When the alarm goes off in the morning, you have to wake up. Don't wake up, don't worry about that. When you're in school, you know what, fuck that, man. It's too hard stuff. It's all study. You know what? Don't eat healthy, because you don't have to. So guess what? When you fail, don't blame your mom, don't blame your dad, don't blame teachers. The only person you have to blame is yourself.
How to get respect from others. Using psychology tricks. Before I explain to you what respect is, let me tell you why it is important. Respect is the feeling of being valued, appreciated, and treated fairly by others. It can boost your self-esteem, confidence, and happiness. It can also help you build trust, rapport, and influence with people you interact with. Here are some of the psychology tricks that you can use to get more respect from others. 1. Make eye contact to invite someone else to go deeper. Eye contact is one of the most subtle yet powerful communicators of our emotions. And subconsciously, we're able to understand what someone else is feeling through their eyes. When you make eye contact with someone, you show them that you are interested, attentive, and confident. You also invite them to share more about themselves and connect with you on a deeper level. 2. Always be the first to refer to someone by their name. According to Dale Carnegie, author of How to Win Friends and Influence People, a person's name is the sweetest and most important sound in any language. When you use someone's name, you show them that you remember them, respect them, and care about them. You also make them feel more special and important. 3. Always have a standard posture. Your posture can affect how others perceive you and how you feel about yourself. When you stand or sit straight with your shoulders back and your head up, you project confidence, authority, and competence. You also feel more alert, energized, and positive. People are more likely to respect someone who looks confident and comfortable in their own skin. So these are some of the psychology tricks that can help you get more respect from others. Try them out and see how they work for you. Rule number 43. Everything happens for a reason, and that reason causes change. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it's hard, but in the end, it's all for the best.
Tell yourself the truth. If someone calls you fucking fat, they may be bullying you, but you might be fucking fat.
Right now is because all that shit. You wouldn't take any of that back, would you? Never, bro. Never. That shit built me. That shit built me. You bitch. Come on, you bitch. You scared coward.
So everybody's holding the boat and they're shaking, and I'm looking at that, and I turn around my book and I say, hey guys, it's time to fucking take some souls. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I go, you see all these fucking instructors out here? I want their fucking faces to go straight up fucking numb. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna start boat pressing this motherfucker. We start throwing this boat up in the fucking air, catching it, throwing it up and catching it. We start yelling, can't hurt fucking boat crew too. We're yelling our fucking ass off, and they make us stop. Now look at these instructors. Their faces literally look like someone took their soul out. I know where their minds were. Like, they were thinking about themselves. Like, what the fuck just happened, man? I know Leon Wednesday, I couldn't have done that.
17. You don't know me, son. Get it. 18. You don't know me, son.
What has this world become? Covered of sin and misery. Leaving traditional values for degeneracy. Remember, never turn your back on reality. A tree can't survive without its roots. The same goes for humans. Rainbows were made for the sky, not to justify your disability. Get a life. Don't fall for this shit. Stay strong and worthy. Be a great man. Be a great woman.
I'm looking for a victim pushing keys on the scheme. I wanna make a thing for $1 million ride clean. I'm loading up my clip, got a plan for tonight. A Glock in my hand, in my pocket is a knife. I'm looking for a victim pushing keys on the scheme.
Whether you like it or not, your father is the only man that will be truly happy when you are better than him. Think about that for a second. I think it is important to realize that no matter how good you are to people, it won't make them good to you. Always keep that in mind.
You know what the greatest story is? It's the comeback story. Imagine yourself, a wounded soul with a broken confidence and having lost it all. But then, you pick yourself up. You rise from the ashes and the pits of anxiety and depression. You heal both physically, mentally, and emotionally. You get fitter, leaner, faster, and more mentally resilient. Against all odds, you vanquish your inner demons. So you must remember, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.
You gotta keep working. Your time's gonna come. Trust me. You gotta work.
Just keep working. You're not getting what you want, keep working. You are getting what you want, keep working.
Turn your feelings off when it comes down to you wanting to be better.
Build yourself. Build a strong character that you can be proud of.
You have to want it. You have to want to be better.
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe.
You have to be willing to outwork everybody in the world. You mean God believe in us and you play with the shit?
I'm in a battle with the only person that I really want to fucking beat, and that's me.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work.
That shit hurt. It broke me, brought me to my knees. But I realized it's the best thing that could have happened to me. All that sadness, I turned it to anger. The anger, I turned it to hate. And all that hate, I turned it into power. I used it to push myself harder, to go farther, to become stronger than I ever thought possible. And now, I will never let anything hold me back again. I'm done being sad. I'm done being weak. And I'm done being powerless. I'm taking everything from them.
My mindset is so simple. I just want to get better. I want to get better and I want to work with great people. It's really simple.
Here's what no one tells you when you begin your journey towards self-discovery and ultimate success. You will be hated more times than you ever have. The reason is simple. You have now been fully aware of your capabilities to succeed, and that never sits well with any of those fuckers you thought were good people. You now understand that in order to grow, you must shed your old self. And in shedding your old self, you drop people with stagnated mindsets, people who felt comfortable because they had you in their fucking corner, filled with all the toxic traits, people whose only fucking survival depended on you being just as stagnated as they are. People who were totally fucking comfortable using you, so let them keep hating. It does nothing but reveal not just how fucked up they are, but the kind never to fucking associate yourself with while you grow. They might try to make you feel bad for achieving this level of growth, but remember, all they are now are simply just fucking indicators of you being on the path to greatness. If you feel this message, share it and type in the comments, "Fuck haters."
You have to suffer.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable.
People don't get it. There's great joy in the grind. Great joy in the suffering. It makes you grow up.
Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid to sacrifice some blood.
Rule number 50. You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is part of the process. People who never fail actually never try. You gotta get it wrong to get it right.
The struggle is real. It never gets any easier. You gotta get harder. No one cares what you did yesterday. It only matters what you're doing today. I'm a cheerleader for those who want to be better, not for those who want to stay the same. Stay hard.
You will never feel this level of happiness if you don't go for something in your own life. When they knock you down and they try to put their foot in your neck, if you stay down, you will never ever get that resolve. Fortify your mind.
If the devil ignores you, it's because he's got you right where he wants you. You're doing something wrong. But when the devil comes after you, it means you're doing something right. So if your path seems too easy, you better question whose path you're really on.
God is real. God loves you. God wants the best for you. Believe that. I do. Learn to pray. It's easy, and it's so good for your soul. Nobody is perfect. People are going to tell you you're perfect just the way you are. You're not. You are imperfect. You always will be, but there is a powerful force that designed you that way. And if you're willing to accept that, you will have grace. And grace is a gift. And like the freedom that we enjoy in this country, that grace was paid for with somebody else's blood. Do not forget it. Don't take it for granted.
A student asked his master, You teach me fighting, but you talk about peace. How do you reconcile the two? The master replied, "It is better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war." I became so private with my life. I used to tell my friends everything. Now I don't tell anyone anything, and if you ask, I'm fine.
If you want to get better, do the shit that no one else wants to do. Do the shit that no one else is even thinking about doing. Do the shit that people think is fucking stupid. It makes no sense. Because all you're doing is getting better.
This is the best quote I have ever heard. Listen in. Don't ever think or believe that you have to drink what they drink. Think how they think or go where they go. The moment you realize you are writing your own success story, not someone else's, is the moment you begin the path to success.
If there is something that you feel is good, something you want to do, something that means something to you, try to do it. Because I think you can only do your best work if you're doing what you want to do, and if you're doing it the way you think it should be done.
Daily reminder. Before you ask yourself why someone doesn't like you, ask yourself why you even give a fuck. Rule number 3. Your body can stand almost anything. It's your mind that you have to convince. Well, it's finally September and you only have 4 months left to make this year count. Remember to push yourself because no one is going to do it for you. Let's crush this one. By age 30, you should be smart enough to know these 7 things. 1. If you are broke, above 25 and still spend most of your time partying, you need to wake up. 2. By age 30, you should be smart enough to know that no one is coming to save you but yourself. 3. Disappear for 6 months and do a ton of deep work. In the process, 99% of your problems will disappear. 4. Learn to say no. Some people feel no shame when they take advantage of your kindness. 5. 2 traps you need to avoid. Caring what they think and think that they care. 6. Learn to let go. Sometimes people come into your life just to teach you to let go. 7. Don't limit your beliefs. You have way more potential than you think. Most people don't even realize what they are capable of doing. If you really want something, get it done. Drop a 100 if you made it this far. It shows that you're part of the 0.01% who actually finish what they start.
You're already giving up the race. Another man is taking your dream life and your future wife. Coward. Wake up, animal. You've got a duty to fulfill.
I've become so good at hiding my emotions. I could be crying in my room, and then a couple of minutes later, wipe those tears away and go make people laugh. Remember this next time you are in a tough situation. Life isn't challenging you because you're weak. It's challenging you to show you just how strong you truly are.
Everybody wants to prize, but nobody loves the process. Everybody wants to be a champion, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to be a champion. Everybody wants to hold up the trophy and say, man, I did it, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to do it. I love the process.
God never gives you a dream that matches your budget. He's not checking your bank account. He's checking your faith. Rule number 8. When someone tells you it's not possible, it's their limits, not yours.
A real fucking flex is when you see no progress, but you keep showing up every day. It takes a lot of courage, relentlessness, and dignity to do that. So congratulations. Every challenge, every setback you face is just a stepping stone. The journey might be slow, but remember, even the mightiest river started as a tiny stream. Patience and discipline are the keys. Keep going.
This year I met the most broken version of myself, but also the strongest.
Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they tired, that's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat. Let them on the fucking field. Have some heart.
If you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret. And that bill from regret is generational.
Your lack of commitment is almost an insult to the people who believe in you. It's on you.
Failure gives you 2 choices. You stay down or you get up.
A real loser is somebody that's so afraid of not winning, they don't even try.
Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is feeling fear and moving forward anyway.
You can't wait for everything to be okay to live your life.
Life has to go on. Life doesn't stop for anybody.
Who cares? You're tired or not? Nobody cares about you.
If you're not real and raw with who the fuck you are, nothing's gonna change.
You need to get things done.
You cannot change your life unless you change something.
Opportunity comes, you can either take it or remain scared of it.
See, you can do anything.
You can never lose faith. You're not as far away from these dreams as you think you are.
Don't blame any other person or any other thing.
Cowards do that and that ain't you!
The struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I'll teach you in a minute. Here are 10 uncomfortable truths about life. Number 1, a salary is a drug your employer gives you to forget your dreams. Number 2, if you continue to wait for the right time, you'll waste your entire life, and nothing will happen. Number 3, even when you trust your close friends and family, let them know nothing about you. Number 4, you lose 99% of your close friends when you start upgrading your life. Number 5, you'll be 10 times happier if you forgive your parents and stop blaming them for your problems. Number 6, you become more mature when you train yourself to take nothing personal. Number 7, you don't need 100 self-help books. All you need is action plus self-discipline. Number 8, the most difficult mission on earth is to focus on your dreams, and the easiest task is to complain. Number 9, by age 30, your inner circle should be focused on making money, building your body, and starting a family. Number 10, people are stuck in toxic relationships because they are afraid to be alone. If you watch this far, drop a 100. It shows you are part of the 0.01% who actually finish what they start. The gym world has always been divided by its groups. We have bulking versus cutting, aesthetic versus strength, better with max squat versus max bench press. And though we may be separated by our groups, we will always come together as one and one thing only, hating fat bitches. You know what the saddest fucking shit is? The people that are the most broken and the saddest are the ones that would do absolutely anything for anyone else. Because they know the pain. They know what it feels like, and they don't want anyone else to have to go through that. But in doing so, they break even more. Because nobody ever does that for them. If you found yourself in what I just told, it's time for you to start focusing on yourself. If you need any help to start, check my pinned video and you will become the beast. He likes being alone, but hates feeling lonely. He usually goes silent when he's hurt or something's bothering him. Being out in nature or at night makes him feel the most at peace. He believes he will always see the good in people. Going on drives makes his brain feel at ease. He's not fully himself with anyone. He tends to sleep his problems away. He struggles to explain his feelings to others, so he rarely shares what he truly thinks of them.
How old were you when the first time you knew you were dangerous?
I think it was 17 or 18. I realized I can really hurt people. Father told me, you cannot fight in street because I teach you all life how to become world champion. And when you become 18, 19, when you can hurt people, you have to control yourself. It's very dangerous. This is almost the same thing like gun. You have gun and you have to control yourself.
I can only imagine if somebody just sees you, they had one too many drinks, and they try to pick a fight with you and what you tell them. Has that ever happened?
Here a couple times.
What do you tell them?
I tell them, brother, I can smash your face.
That hurt, you know? And I think that flicked this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.
This one cat drives by, says, Goggins, I hate your black ass. Hey, lucky for me, there's a stoplight right up the motherfucking street. Car stops, I pull up to it. Got a chance to assess the scene. Look in there, sees a big Thanksgiving eating motherfucker. So I grabbed myself and said, hey, ask your mama who your real daddy is.
When your car has problems, you don't go looking for other cars. Instead, you fix what's broken because it's always better to repair something than to replace it. This quote made me tear up, and it goes like this. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside you when you are still alive.
75 years. That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years. 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it? Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears, the part of you that loves instead of hates.
See, your problem is that you keep rushing the process. You ain't trying to be patient. Good things come to those who wait. This ain't a sprint, this is a marathon. And the more you keep worrying about the future, the more you're gonna get lost in the present. You gotta get up and just put one foot in front of the other, bro, and just have that blind faith. But what I will say is that we don't know when it's happening, but we know what's coming. We ain't putting this work in for no reason. So for that, I say keep grinding and I believe in you.
Do you know how hunters of old used to trap monkeys? A man asked his child. Rather than chasing them up a tree or shooting arrows from below, they'd put a heavy glass jar with a narrow neck on the floor, which had the monkey's favorite food inside. They'd then step back and hide, waiting for the unsuspecting animal to approach. When it did, the monkey would reach inside, clench a fist around the food, and try to pull it out. However, the narrow neck of the jar would stop the poor monkey from getting its hand out. It'd pull and pull, but to no avail. There was simply no way to get its hand out of the jar without releasing the food. Rather than letting go, though, the monkey would persevere, refusing to drop its dinner. The hunters would then approach and catch it to enjoy a meal of their own. Don't be like that monkey, warned the man. In life, to fight another day and grow as person, you must know when to quit, when to move on, and when to let go of whatever's holding you back. Moral of the story. Sometimes you have to let go and give up what you have now in order to receive something better in the future. Don't let stubbornness be your downfall.
People go, man, why don't you ever smile? There's no fucking end, my friend. There's no end. There's no end.
Listen, there is this quote. It goes, God doesn't give the hardest battles to his toughest soldiers. He creates the toughest soldiers out of life's hardest battles. Regardless of how cruel and dark life may seem to you, you can make it through. Always remember that God only gives you challenges that he is convinced you can overcome. So don't complain about your current situation, but find a way out. Become stronger, better, and successful, and make the Lord proud. We believe in you, and you should too.
The rules of the game are simple. You have two choices. Work hard and become a leader. Be lazy and become a slave.
Strangely enough, 99% of people end up as slaves for life. They're just like pawns with no freedoms, destined to die plunged in the regret of having wasted their lives. The main reason for this is that people are afraid to act. But in reality, if you don't risk anything, you risk even more. Fucking coward. Don't fall into this filthy trap. The only way to escape it is to work harder than the others. You're the only person who can make this work. And you're also the only person who can fuck this up. Be a man.
Many bodybuilders today still seem to be operating on the notion that their purpose is to go into the gym to see how many sets they can do or see how long they can endure. And this is erroneous because bodybuilding is not aerobic. A bodybuilding workout, in other words, is not an endurance contest. Your purpose as a bodybuilder isn't to see how much volume you can handle or to see how long you can train. Your purpose should be to go into the gym, stimulate the growth mechanism into action. With one set taken to complete momentary muscular failure, go home, rest, and grow. So what if your workouts only take 30 minutes? So what? bodybuilding has literally nothing to do with endurance.